Hello again. I'm here on day 3 of the spinal cord stimulator trial. And hello again. I'm going to update you what's going on today. Okay, first of all, yesterday I talked to the representative from Boston Scientific, and I told him that the programs that I was on gave me a lot of relief to my legs, but wasn't really reaching the part of my back that hurt. So we made an appointment to meet up at the doctor's office, which we did this afternoon at 12 o'clock, about 3 hours ago. And you know, he went to his computer and attached it to the power pack that I have around my waist. And he made a new program, and we kept on going back and forth until we got it where it was on my back, but not so much on my legs. And it's a lot of tweaking back and forth. And you could call them anytime, no problem. They'll help you out adjusting the programs to what you need. So that was this morning. I'm doing rather well. I'm kind of surprised how well I'm doing. First of all, today I have only taken a half a painkiller all day, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. For me, that is amazing, because by 3 o'clock in the afternoon I've already taken 2, sometimes 3 pills. So a half a pill, and to say right now, I can say I'm very easily at like a 4 with my pain. So that is fantastic. I noticed when I went with my husband and we went to the doctor's office, I didn't need my cane, which was great. I have problems with one knee that I had surgery on a couple months ago. So that knee is still sore, and I do limp a tiny bit because of the knee. But that's a completely different situation. But I was able to just walk. Almost, I would say 75–80% normally, which was really something. I was really surprised. I was able to just walk out to the car, get in the car. He parked, and usually he has to drop me off in front or park really close, and he parked a little. I said, that's fine, and I got out of the car and walked into the doctor's office, and I almost kept up with my husband, which is really amazing. Usually he has to stand around waiting for me. So that, huge improvement. Huge improvement with the pain, huge improvement with mobility. So I am now 100% sure that this is absolutely working, and I will absolutely be getting the permanent spinal cord stimulator. The trial will be over. It is now Monday afternoon. The trial will be over on Thursday morning. Thursday morning I go back to the doctor's office, and he'll take everything off, and I can't wait, because I have to tell you, it's quite annoying having the tape on your back. It's very hot out. It's over 90 degrees. It's July the 3rd. It's hot. The tape is hot and sticky. You can kind of feel the leads that come out of your back. That area where they come out of your back, kind of sore. Then you have the wires coming around you, and then you have the mechanism taped to you, and then you have the thing around your waist, and the power pack. So I gotta tell you, it's quite annoying, uncomfortable, and I can't wait to get that off. And but the problem is, I know that once they take it off, your pain is gonna return. You know, so it's like bittersweet. It's like, I can't wait to take it off, but yet I don't want to take it off, because I'm kind of enjoying being a little bit more, you know, out of pain, and being able to walk normal, and you know, do a lot more than I could before. So it is bittersweet, but I will know that I will eventually go for the surgery and have it permanently emplaced. Today was a much different day than especially last night. Last night I wasn't happy. I was in kind of a lot of pain, and I was like, this is not working. What am I going to do? I went through all of this, but it's not working. So you might get that 1 minute you think it's working, 1 minute you think it's not working, but the test is how much medicine do you need, and how can you walk, and how do you feel? And overall, I'm saying right now, I'm more than 50% better. I'm not, absolutely not 100%, because my body has been through a lot. It's going to take a long time to get back into the swing of things and start exercising again and all of that, but definitely I'd say about 65% I'm feeling so much better, so much more out of pain, you know, a little bit able to move around and without being in that excruciating pain. So that is great. What else did I want to tell you? Last night I felt, all of a sudden, and it felt like up and down my back, I felt like these prickly little needly electrical shocks. Teeny tiny little pricks, little needles. I was like, oh my God, what is this sensation? And then again this morning, and then it went away, and then this morning a couple times I felt it again. I'm like, what is that? That is crazy. I feel like I was, am I shorting out, or what's going on? So when I talked to the representative today, I said, what is that? And he said, what it might possibly be, while you're going through the trial, they put the 2 leads up, but those leads are kind of in the fluid. They're not attached to anything. I mean, you have 2 little stitches where they come out of you to keep them in place, but they're kind of moving back and forth. And he said you might be getting too close to the spinal cord or too close to the vertebrae, and that's when you're feeling that. It could be a lot of reasons you're feeling that, but I didn't know that. And he said, I said, what happens with the permanent? And he said, the permanent is the same, but it's different. It's like 100 times better. They actually do a little bit of a laminectomy, which is to take a little piece of one of the bones off, and they fit it in, and they somehow place it. So when those leads are in, they're stationary. For the trial, they're not. They're just kind of floating around. But for when it's permanent, it's permanently placed. So I would not get that. Also, he said, once they're permanently placed and you have the full procedure done, even the coverage is even better, and it's great now, so that makes it even better. So I'm kind of like looking forward to having the surgery, having it permanently placed, and being done with all this and getting on with my life. So that definitely, I was a little nervous. I was like, what are these little electric shocks? But if you do feel that, he said it could be that. Also, you know, you're healing, and you were sore, and all sorts of things like that. Also, I asked him, which was a big question, which you may have. Now, you program the remote control. He programs the remote control. You put the remote control on, and you could change, put on different programs. Like there are some programs that the stimulation is on, and you don't feel anything, which is quite nice because it's working and you don't even know it. And then there are ones where you're actually feeling the stimulation, and you can control the amount of stimulation. It goes by percentages. So right now I have the one on that he created for my back, and it's at 22%. Now, the higher you go, the higher the stimulation. So I said to him, like, say, I like to keep it where I just feeling it, just a little bit, and to keep it on like that. I said, now, if I'm in pain, do I crank it up? He said, absolutely. That's the whole point of it. You put it on a comfortable setting, just where it's just nice and comfortable, and you could go about your day. And then if you feel, oh, I feel this pain, or I feel that pain, you crank it up and you get that stimulation going. Do that for a little while, and that's going to bring the pain down, because you're going to be feeling the stimulation and you're not going to be feeling the pain. So that's exactly what it's for. You feel, oh, I feel this or I feel that. Some people that get this, he told me there was one man that had just pain in his foot. and they could make it just for one thing. So if then all of a sudden his foot hurt, you crank it up and it goes away. So that's the beauty of it. But that is the remote control. And that's about it. How does that stimulation feel? There are different types. There's a really beating one, and there's a smooth one. There's all different programs, and they will program it with you during the trial, and then program it with you during the operation, and then even after the operation, you will come and he'll tweak it as many times as you want. You could call him as often as you want and meet up with them, or if you're fine, you don't have to call them at all. So it's actually very convenient. And one that I like, if I put the stimulation, sometimes I like to put it up really high, and it almost feels like if you've ever been in a jacuzzi and you have those jets hitting you, and it feels just like that. And obviously you can't stay there too long, but for a few minutes like that, it feels really nice. So different programs, and I will have this taken off on Thursday, but I'll come back tomorrow again and tell you how I'm feeling. So this was day 3 on the spinal cord stimulator trial. See you tomorrow.